Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing my June monthly reset video, my goals and intentions, our family's real life budget for June. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Liz, a married mom to 3 sliding into my 40s, and here on my channel I love to share my journey and learning to live with more intention, save with purpose, and spend with joy. I love sharing personal finance videos, vlogs, what I spend in a week, monthly resets. From this stage of life, almost 40, I've got older children. I'm rediscovering myself in hopes that I can connect with other women on a similar journey. If that's something you're interested in, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Introduce yourself in the comments. I really do love getting to know you all. To start this video off, I thought I would do a quick recap on May. What went well, what worked, what didn't work. May was a really big month of getting myself outside my comfort zone. I launched this channel, which felt really scary to me. I also made it a priority to talk with other women outside of my circle, just to kind of get myself out there, maybe meet some new friends at this stage in life. It was one of my goals for the month. We did a lot of entertaining and also a lot of self-care, but not the like fancy kind that people talk about a lot. I did get a pedicure, but really just taking care of myself, working out twice a week, going for 2 to 3 walks a day. I felt like I was really present in my life and it felt really good, especially coming out of a busier season with my kids and all of their activities. It was really nice to slow down and just be present and take care of myself. May was a really good month. I would love to know how your month went. I think for me, my biggest takeaway is to continue to push myself outside my comfort zone, get uncomfortable, and do the scary things that make me feel like I'm stretching myself. Now let's talk about June's goals and intentions. I like to set intentions for myself at the beginning of the year. I have 11 key categories. So my categories are home, career, income, health, personal, family, adventure, spirit, marriage, and friendships. Every single year I sit down and I ask myself, for each of those categories, how do I want to feel? Once I have my intention for the year, I then set some bigger goals for the year that align with those intentions. An example of this is for my home category, my intention for the year. So how do I want to feel? I want to feel calm and peaceful in our home. My yearly goal is a simple, clean, and a clutter-free home. So then I know every single month when I set my goals for the month, I need to make sure that they align with that. And when I set goals for myself for each month, I set measurable goals. And a measurable goal is something that is very specific, that's in your control, that you're able to track, to check off, to do all of that. So my goals for June for the home category, again, my intention is to feel calm and peaceful in our home. And my measurable goals for June are to continue to declutter and deep clean one area per week. You don't realize how much your physical clutter really does affect your mental clutter, especially now. The kids are getting older, they just have so much stuff. And the less stuff that we have, the easier it's gonna be to maintain, just create more calmness. I added one more measurable goal, and that's to have our ceiling fixed because we had a leak and it's driving me bonkers. I need to find someone to come and fix our ceiling. So I want to make sure that I get that done in June. Next category is career. And my intention for the year is to feel successful, ahead, productive, and inspiring. I recently added that since creating this new channel. I really want to make sure that I am showing up and I'm giving value. My measurable goals for May are to continue to be myself. That is a goal for May. It's something that I can check off and I can ask myself every time I create a video, am I being authentic? Am I being myself? I want to make sure that I keep that at the forefront of both channels, especially here because I am being more vulnerable and I'm taking you all into my life. I want to make sure that I am being myself and true to who I am. And a second measurable goal for May is to film 3 videos per week. So those are my goals for my career. And if you didn't know, I do have a second YouTube channel. I do lots of thrifting and home decor over there. It's just my name, Elizabeth DePetta. I love that channel so much. It's a lot of fun over there. Income category, track our finances daily with joy and ease. And a second goal is to reset our sinking funds, which I actually just did a full video on. I will link it in my description box. So I'm very excited. I already can check one thing off for June. Health category, my intention for the year is to feel grounded, healthy, vibrant, and happy. Measurable goals for May are to work out 2 times a week. I want to continue doing that, making sure that I am making that a priority. Second goal is meal prepping, healthy snacks and lunches. I want to focus on making more food from scratch, even just snacks for the kids, for myself. I would like to take some time and like pre-cut veggies and have salads made up, create more intention with food and what I put in my body. Next category is personal, and my intention for the year is to feel beautiful and taken care of. So self-care. My measurable goals are no Instagram before noon. I have like a hard boundary, no Instagram scrolling before 10 a.m. I want to bring that to noon. I find when I leave Instagram, I just don't feel good. I feel a lot of discontentment. It's not a feeling that I want to bring into my everyday life. So I don't know. I just don't love the app. That is a goal for myself. No Instagram before noon. Second measurable goal for June when it comes to my personal well-being is no phone while I'm on walks. I have a tendency to just pull up my phone. I feel like I'm just not in the present moment, and I really want to focus on that more, being in the present moment, not thinking of the next thing, or I can respond to this person, or what time is that practice again. I feel like I'm always trying to maximize time, and I guess that can be a good thing, but I also feel like when I do that, I'm taking myself out of the current present moment, and I'm putting myself in all these different things that can wait. Like it can wait 15-20 minutes for me to finish my walk and just be in my walk and be in my life. Family category, to have a fun family outing. I just have one. We're finishing up the school year here in Canada. Our kids don't get out till the end of June. And then weekly family time outside every Sunday. I want to make that a routine, especially going into the summer. Adventure category, my intention for the year is to feel expansive, sunshine, fun, carefree. Measurable goals are anniversary trip, which I'm so excited. It's booked for the end of June. I save all of my travel points from one of our cards and we book a night away every single year. It's something we look forward to and I'm so excited for that. So that is happening. And then my next measurable goal is to try a new coffee shop weekly. I am a natural adventurer. I love travel. I love experiences, and I just want to remind myself that experiences don't always have to be weekends away or a night away or trips. It can just be going to a new fun coffee shop, feeling that adventurous feeling of being somewhere new, people watching, and enjoying a really good cup of coffee. So I want to make sure that I'm doing that at least once a week, especially June, because come July and August, I'm gonna have my kids home with me, which I'm so excited for, but going to a new coffee shop to work will likely not happen. So I wanna make sure that I do that every single week in June. So that is a goal. The spirit category, intention for the year is to feel grounded, clarity, gratitude. My measurable goals are to listen to a podcast or some sort of uplifting, inspiring video while I get ready for the day. So while I'm doing my makeup, just have something on that I'm listening to, that I'm filling myself up a little bit before I start my day. Marriage category, intention for the year is to feel happy, connected, and adventurous. Measurable goal is daily hangouts. Just making more of a priority, especially now that things are kind of winding down. We can take more time to enjoy time together, especially at this season of life because our kids are older. So we can take time together to do that. So just making sure that we're doing that every single day, whether it's just simply walking our dog around the block and just chatting about our day, checking in on our goals and our dreams. Sorry, the lighting keeps changing. The sun is peeking in and out of the clouds today. The last category is friendships, and the intention for the year is to feel connected, loved, and loving. I just want to be a really good friend, make sure that I am honoring those friendships that I have, and also making new friendships. My goals are to have friends over 2 times in June. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money, just spend time with friends. I want to make that a priority. And then I have a big one. Have coffee with someone new. Slightly scary because I am an introverted extrovert, but I really want to do that. I spent a lot of time last month like talking to new people outside my circle. So in June, I would love to create an opportunity where I can have coffee with someone new, someone who I connect with. So I would love to do that. So those are my measurable goals for June and my yearly intentions. Then what I like to do is every single month I go into Pinterest and I create a new board for that new month. And I will pin images that represent the goals that I have for myself for that fresh month. I do have a yearly vision board that I create as part of my prep for the new year, where I set my intentions and my yearly goals. I like to create a vision board. I thought we could spend the next little bit creating this board. I'll walk you through step by step how I do it. I will put my vision board here on the screen so that we can do this together. But basically, I just go through every single goal that I have and I will pin an image. So for example, working out twice a week, I know I want to find an image of a woman working out to just remind me that that is one of my goals. Another one is, let's look for a couple walking maybe. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Okay, so this is another June goal. I love that one. Friendship, coffee. Let's see what pops up. Oh, this is perfect. I love this one. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that. I will continue to do that for all of my goals for the month, but I wanted to share that. It's such a powerful way to really just visually see and remind yourself, these are the things that I said I wanted to do, how I wanted to feel this month, and I wanna make sure that I am achieving them. Next, I thought I would take you through our family's budget for June. I love to use real numbers as much as I can. My husband is a little bit more private than I am. I am the friend that overshares. So out of respect for him, he has asked that I keep our income and our savings amounts private, but I will openly share all of our expenses, our sinking funds, and those savings categories. And if you're new to budgeting, I will link in my description box. I have a video where I take you step by step through how to budget in a zero-based budget way. I have a free spreadsheet that you can use that goes along with that video. So if you are brand new or new to the zero-based budget way of budgeting, I will link that video in my description box. Also, if you're new to sinking funds, how they work, why they're amazing, I will link another video all about sinking funds, and that also has a free sinking funds tracker that I created for all of you to be able to just go after your financial goals and dreams. Like I mentioned, we do budget in a zero-based budget way of budgeting. So I like to give every single one of our dollars a name when I sit down and create our budget. I find, especially as a natural spender, this really does help me just be more intentional. And we've been able to really create massive shifts in our financial journey by doing this type of budgeting. So for expenses for June, so exciting. It's only a 4-week month, so that means I only have 4 grocery shops, so I have budgeted $1,200. We usually spend about $300 a week. Eating out, I budgeted $100. Will we do it? I really hope so. Van gas, I budgeted $200, $50 a week. Clothing is $0 because I actually created a new sinking funds for clothing and I did my full reset on our sinking funds. I have a miscellaneous category of $50. This is a buffer just in case something pops up and I don't have a category specific for that. Our dog's food, $100. Protein powder, I'm gonna order 2 just so that I'm fully stocked. So I have that budgeted at $75.98. Gifts is $0 because I created a new sinking fund for that. Pathfinder gas, that's our second vehicle. We don't drive it a ton. I just have $50 for the month for that car. Haircuts, this is a little bit higher. I usually do $125 and that's for my husband and my 2 sons to get their haircuts every single month. I added an additional $125 because I would like to get my hair done in July. So thinking ahead, if I save $125 this month and then more next month, then I'll be able to get my hair done. And I think my daughter will need a trim as well. So just thinking ahead, trying to put a little bit extra money towards that. Pedicure, I'm good for this month. I don't need anything. Skincare, also don't need anything. Date night, I have $100, and that will be for us to enjoy while we're away on our anniversary trip. It's just one night, so that should be more than enough. Entertaining, I have a budget of $100, and that's why I like to do my goals before I do my budget. I have the opportunity to sit down and say, what do we have going on this month? What are my goals for this month? And how does our budget and our money kind of go together with that? Wellness, I have $50 just in case I need to do any vitamin repurchase. I like to buy essential oils for our home, for our diffusers, things like that would come out of wellness. Bills and subscriptions, our mortgage is $2,084. We pay weekly accelerated payments, so that would be the total for the month. Hydro, I budgeted $275. I'm hoping it's under. I haven't gotten the bill yet for June, so fingers crossed. Enbridge gas, I've budgeted $150. Property tax, $431. Canada's very expensive. Gym membership, $57. Netflix, $27. Reliance is a quarterly expense. That's $120. Amazon Prime, $24.99. Car insurance and home insurance is together, $391. And my son's braces, $124.41. Our savings categories are our Freedom Fund, which is fully funded. Very, very excited. That's just another word for emergency fund. So nothing is going towards that. Our Travel Family Fund, I have $400 for that. That could change. If there's any categories that I save in, let's say for example, hydro comes in at $175, that extra money gets to go to our Travel Family Fund. So that might change as the month goes on. Also, if we do any overspending, it comes from that account as well. Car maintenance, I have a sinking fund set up for $100 a month. So that's for anything that has to do with our cars, oil changes, tires, all of that. Cheer and hockey, 2 of my 3 kids do travel sports. So I'd just like to put $200 just to be prepared if anything comes up for that. Florida house, we are saving for a investment property. So very exciting. That is one of our big goals and dreams. Taxes, I am considered self-employed, so I need to make sure that I'm saving at least 30% of my income for taxes. Our dog, Piper, she gets $50 a month for a sinking fund. Christmas gets $100 a month. Back to school, $100. Summer is our seasonal sinking fund. So I talked about that in my sinking funds video, but basically I like to have seasonal funds just to be able to experience things as a family specific to that season. So for example, summer fund would be things like going to our local amusement park. And then that fund turns into our fall fund, which I continue to contribute $200 to. And that's for things like going to the farm. Again, family of 5, things are so expensive. Going to the farm, picking pumpkins, anything like that. And then it goes to Christmas. So we like to go and get a real Christmas tree and do the whole farm thing. That all takes care of that in our seasonal fund. Celebrations, so birthdays, gifts, all of that comes from this sinking fund, $100. Kid stuff, $50 a month for anything that they might need. Home projects, also $50 a month. And then clothing, $100 a month. And then we also do contribute to TFSA and an RRSP. So that is our budget for June. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I was able to encourage you as I share my journey. I'm so grateful that you took the time to watch this video. Thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.